Warning! This game contains graphic features which may be disturbing to some viewers. If you are easily offended by this kind of stuff, please just go away. Thanks.
We did it! 100 episodes! Monster Sweethearts! 100! 100th anniversary! 100th Red Balloon! 100... Oh! I've worked so hard for it. It took 7 months, but I have a 100 episode Let's Play now. You can't deny it. It's there. It's probably also gonna do something to my channel, like, you know, this guy keeps reposting the same kind of content, but I don't care, because I've got 100 episodes. Anyway, now that's... now I've celebrated the hell out of that. How's it going, mates? This is Mrjacharles. I'll use 2 hands there because it's a special occasion. And we are here. We are back with Monster Sweethearts. And this is episode 100. Did you know that? Did anyone tell you? Did you read the title? Anyway, I guess there's not really much else to say except there's no episode 100. Previously, we kind of started this alternate Xanth playthrough, and Xanth was a bad person. And now I guess we're going to see more of that, but I don't know when it's going to end. But yeah, we're generally not that far from beating the game. I actually think, like, maybe we could, like, beat the game this episode. It's possible, but I think it might be a bit long. And plus, you know, I comment on literally everything, like the light, or the patterns on the wall, or the fucking, that leg on that chair on the left leg. We're like, oh, look, it just goes really thin, like some kind of straw. But, you know, like, it could be possible, but, you know, I'm just glad that I reached 100 episodes. I'm so happy about that. So, yeah, what's going to happen now? Is Xanth going to be able to redeem herself? Will she hit the tides all along? Well, we'll see. I turn around from the useless cop, going back to sorority. Oh yeah, good old Cassandra Trump. Well, she didn't even try help us. She doesn't know how to help people. She only knows how to be, like, authoritative. And when I say authoritative, I mean, like, useless. No, just plain useless. I feel tears start going down my face that don't stop till I reach home. Blake turns around at the sound of the door coming up to me. Oh, do I get a little Blake hug? I love Blake. Jaylene, what did the sheriff say? Fuck all. Blake. I was about to say something, but I feel all the pain I endured come back. I fall into Blake's arm, who catches me. Oh, yes. Bit of a lesbian collision there. Here, let me put you on the couch. Slowly we make it to the couch where I lay down. Tell me if you need anything, okay? I'll be right here. Thank you. I close my eyes, not wanting Blake to see how red they are. Was Xanth's entire plan just to pass me off to them? Apparently so. I feel sick just thinking about all we did together, knowing what I do now. I want to take a shower to get rid of all these feelings, to get rid of her. She didn't even help me, just let me go. I clutch my pillow to get rid of some emotion I have, but I'm very close to a breakdown. I mean, we have been betrayed by the love of our life, so I squish my face against the pillow to stop tears from flowing out. Why? I open my eyes to see that it's the morning of the next day, apparently. Okay, apparently. I don't know that for sure. I'm just guessing based on the trajectory of the sun and the earth. Okay, I'm tired enough to sleep that long. I look up and see that Blake is watching cartoons. Oh, yeah, is it Invader Zeke? Yeah, okay, so I don't know those cartoons that well. I called the school in for you. Huh? I told them you were sick. Your professors understood. I mean, you could have just said university and not make me feel like an infant, but whatever. You have the day off. Thank you, Blake. She gives me a big smile, coming to sit on the couch I'm on. You want to go out? I'll buy you a cup from town. Buy me like a cup of coffee? Sorry, I don't know why I thought it was a ramen cup. I mean, we have that more than any, like, caffeinated drink. I don't feel like it. Come on, it'll do you some good. She gives me a reassuring hand on my shoulder. Will it make you happy? Of course, it will, plus we can meet up with Sierra. Fine, alright. Hooray! Hopefully Sierra won't be getting kidnapped anytime soon. Like, you know, that happened in the original. I groggily get out of my comfy position on the couch to go with Blake. So how was your sleep? I don't know, I'm just really tired all of a sudden. She eyes me before looking back in front of us. I know that feeling. You know you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah, and I can give you all the hugs and we can just end up together. I genuinely ship Jaylene with Blake so much now, especially in this playthrough. I mean, overall, I don't know, because again, like, Xanth is, like, the hotter one. But then, like, Xanth's also, like, I know she had the best story, but Blake just seems like the more genuine one and the one that's always been there for us. I know, Blake. I just don't want to. I understand. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you, apparently. If Xanth did anything, she didn't. Yeah, well, send that to my back. Alright. With that, we reach the town where Blake goes inside to get a coffee for the both of us. I take a seat outside, baking in the slight cold in the... what? Baking in the slight cold. Pretty sure baking doesn't work like that, but if you say so. I look around the town, seeing few people here besides a group of girls near the antique store. As I look at what they are doing, I notice that 3 of the girls are those who beat me. Oh, yeah, okay, so they're going to kidnap Sierra, aren't they? Huh? They're getting into a car, and as a shorter one got in, I see that it's Sierra. Oh, what are you doing there, Sierra? Why are you going into the car of the criminals? Did they offer you candy? You shouldn't do that, but I completely understand if it's Haribo. No! I try to call out to her when I see them drive off. I forget about Blake as I chase after the car, though I can't catch up to it as it drives off into the horizon. I know where they are going, so I ignore my chest pains as I go to Xanth's mansion. Hooray. Oh, did she actually get involved in... Oh, we're not going to see Sierra abused, are we? Oh, that's like child abuse. Alright, well, I'm not going to judge it yet. But still, it'd be kind of awkward if they had this in the behind the scenes. It's having like a... okay, cool. I go to her art room, but once I walk there, I see her in the bar. Her art room? I didn't know she had an art room. Or is that like meant to be like the little hidden bit with the miniature town that just doesn't look right? Xanth! Jaylene, why are you here? What are you talking about? What? Okay, I'm guessing maybe this is Jaylene saying it. Because there's no gap between those 2 lines. Didn't you leave? You saw me come back. I did? Xanth, what the fuck? I pull on her collars to pull her out of her chair. What the fuck did you get me into? Speak to me. Tears start to flow out of her eyes, matching mine. I couldn't take it anymore. I mean, I guess that's fair, but why did you kick our back? I don't want to hurt anyone. Then why? You don't know what they do to me, Jaylene. She sits on her knees, wailing while wrapping her arms around my legs. Yeah... I don't know if I feel comfortable about this. Like, alternate Xanth just isn't... She doesn't taste right. She doesn't feel right. I look up and see dozens of empty bottles of... Oh, good. She's been an alcoholic. She's getting a lot of line bloody habits now. Xanth, are you drunk? A little? It makes the pain more bearable, at least. Oh, good. You're an alcoholic. God. I turn around to walk out of here, but she holds on to me. Yeah, but what about Sierra? We need to, like, save her, don't we? Don't leave, please. If you cared about me, then you wouldn't have brought me here. Jaylene, please. No. As I sleep, I feel warmth wrapped... Oh, okay, she's making us fall asleep. I thought she only had hypnotism, though. Or, like, fade the memory away. These aren't the droids you're looking for. As I sleep, I feel warmth wrap around me, which I lean into. I open my eyes, feeling as well rested as I could be. I notice that someone must have pulled a blanket over... What? Wait, so we're in a... Okay. Why are we still on this scene? Maybe we just slept standing up. It wouldn't surprise me. I flip over and see Xanth sleeping next to me. Oh, good. So she slept with us against our will. Thanks for that, Xanth. You're basically a rapist. Jaylene? Xanth? She looks up at me before trying to nuzzle her way under me, but I tell her to fuck off. Jaylene, it hurts. I can't move my legs. At all. Huh? I lift the covers and see Xanth's legs, which had skin ripped off of them. Oh, good. Xanth! The Spanish boots are the worst. I hate them. Wish we never made the trip to Spain. Alright, is that a torture device or is it just some really tight Spanish boots? I'm not going to Google that. I'll leave that to you guys. Are you going to be okay? Yeah, I'm a vampire. I heal faster. I don't think you would have made it through. Jaylene, I hate it here. She comes in closer to me, and this time I let her. Jaylene, it's okay. Her leg twitches as she comes up to snuggle with me. I still think she should fuck off. I really want to work on my town. Then go fucking down there. Why are you still in bed with me? I really don't understand this girl at the moment. I slowly run my hands through her hair, rethinking what Rose said. Hey, have you always thought about like me rethinking the torture she put us through? I mean, I know it's not her fault, but she could have just said no to kicking my back in. At this point, I don't know what to think. What are you supposed to think in this situation? I look down at my legs, seeing they have healed partially. They don't have the unbearable ache anymore. Okay, well, that's good. I stand up and I'm able to walk again. You need anything? No, I'm good. Can you stay here? Xanth, you're the one that wanted to play with your toy set. Whatever. I look at her, not knowing how to feel. I need to leave. I just need time to think alone, okay? Yeah, and we also need to find Sierra because she's been kidnapped. We haven't done anything about it. Or okay, we could just leave her to being victimized. Okay, I'll be back. Alright, I feel tears come out of my eyes. I don't know how to feel about her. Please stop. I slow my movements upon hearing Lanth's voice. I look in a room and see Lanth and Angela on the ground. Okay, I'm guessing Angela's torturing Lanth or some crap. Like a Bellatrix Lestrange with Hermione. Angela seems to have passed out while Rose and Elizabeth are around Lanth. Okay, so I guess she put up a fight or something. Well, wait, so was it Lanth? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Because Lanth lives here and they know where to find her. So what happened with Sierra? Did she just disappear? You may too be able to overpower one of us, but not all. Xanth didn't teach you anything. Do you... Okay, they look behind themselves, but I turn around in time for them not to see me. Jaylene, we know you're there. Elizabeth, go get her. Oh dear. As soon as I heard that, I made a run for it. Though my legs have healed, they still have some stiffness to them. Yeah, and they're vampires, so, well, you might not be able to outrun them. Have you seen Twilight? As they compare nothing to a vampire coming after you. I hear her come closer to me before grabbing me by the hair. Oh yay, and I just had my hair shampooed. Ow! You're just in time for the real fun, Jaylene. Come along now. Why did we come back here? She drags me back to where Rose and Lanth are throwing me onto the ground. Hey Jaylene, you're gonna love what we have in store for you today. She comes down to my level, lifting my chin up with a hand. You never saw this one before, so you'll like it. It's like a game. Come along now, rabbit. I think about killing... Okay. Well, I'm gonna need another goddamn warning message now. I'm not gonna say that. But in Catholicism, you'll go to hell if you do so. And they won't murder me. They're not into that. That's why, Jaylene. She gets up, revealing she had a stake at her side. Nice. I'm asking you to kill me. Oh, good. Well, don't know why you're angry about that, but whatever. I'll just be sad. What? She places a stake in my hand, forcing my hand over her heart. Do it! I'm asking you to drive this through me. I mean, normally I'd be all up for driving something through you. A huge, long stick. Fortunately, I'm not huge or long, but, you know, I've got a stick. No, I won't. I tried to get away, but she keeps my hands clasped with hers. I see tears start coming out of her eyes as her voice seeps with anger. I'm asking you to do this one thing. No. My body trembles along with my weeps as I fall onto my knees. Why would you want to traumatize me like this? Like, literally, we kind of got over the fact that you kicked me in, and now you're like, hey, why don't we create some nice memories together? Kill me! It's just, oh my god. Xanth feels like just one of the other girls now. What are you oh, wow. Wow. Oh, I don't like new Xanth. What are you good for? That's the kind of thing you say to your girlfriend. I don't even care if you're drunk and shit. Right, fine. Well, you know what? I'm very glad Sierra isn't here to see this. I mean, she didn't know Xanth that well, but still, this is just horrible. She tries to say more, but her cries get in the way. After a couple of seconds, she lets go of my hands, walking away. Xanth. I let out a couple more sobs as I lay there in the cathedral. Oh, this is the cathedral, is it? I thought it was just a long corridor. I'm walking around trying to find my room, and as I'm walking, I hear running water. There's also water flowing out of the room. I turn into the room, seeing Xanth laying in a tub with overflowing water. Are you going to, like, drown yourself or something? Ladies, you're back. Jaylene, what are you doing here? I try my best to send daggers at her through my eyes, but she seems too focused on something else. Alright, is she thinking about, not being a dick. I was going to say Monopoly again, but one, I've made that joke too many times, and two, I don't think I want to play Monopoly with Xanth anymore. She came back for some fun. No! Take me instead. Leave her out of it. You could have said that before you bloody hurt me and told me to kill you. Sorry, Xanth, but you have been delaying this for months. We're tired of messing with you. We give you the pleasure of picking them out. It's your fault for caring so much. But I beg, you promised to give me more time to find someone new. What's the difference? A girl is a girl. This one will do just fine. Now, would you please get out of the way? Certainly. Okay, if this is a hypnotism thing, it's really not making it obvious. It just seems like Xanth is just bipolar or something. Huh? Xanth! I feel a slap against my head so hard enough to make me dizzy. Remember the second rule. She yanks me again down the hallway to be met with a door. She opens it up and throws me down the stairs. Ah, yay, my favourite room. God, I haven't seen this place in ages. I kind of didn't want to see it again. So what are we going to be playing with today? The boob ripper? The thing that can extend my back a bit if we roll my spine out? I feel like I could use that right now, if I'm honest. Luckily, I caught myself enough not to fall all the way down. Once I reached the bottom, all three of them, come down also. She turns the light on, showcasing various devices that I don't even want to be near, but we're going to have to be because these women are messed up. We cleaned everything so you don't have to worry about infection, my dear. I don't think that's what I'm worried about. Like, literally, if you had feces on these things or not, I don't think it's going to make my situation any better. If you die, we'll want it in a more satisfying way. Now take off your shoes, socks, and sweater. I do as told, and with shaky hands take off the suggested clothes. Elizabeth takes hold of my cheek, yanking me into a kiss. Cool, also rape. There's a lot of rape in this goddamn... Oh, literally. I'm beginning to wonder if Lonely should have put this bit in. Like, or any of it, to be honest. The first bit was a mess, so no. At least, like, the line bit was interesting, oddly enough. Like, I know that was my worst day, or was my worst day. If this counts as a date, it's my new worst date. It's definitely like the worst bit of the game for me now, because everything I love has just been taken from me and abused. And I don't like it. It just feels like some kind of creepypasta version of the game now. I just don't like it. There's just certain things that shouldn't happen in a game. Ugh. I push her away, which just gives me a laugh from her. Okay. Elizabeth. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. Cool. That's good. It's great you can't help doing that to someone. I feel disgust full in the pits of my stomach at the words and actions of these people. Xanth! Oh, okay, now we're out. I guess they let us out. I ran over to her to turn it off, but the bathroom was already drowning itself. What? Wait, is this some kind of like air seal bathroom? I mean, if it's drowning itself, then there'd be like a little, the door will have gaps. The water will just go through there. I mean, unless like maybe if you like made it go up. Yeah, but the walls would just soak through, surely. Or like the door would burst open. Right, okay. I'm just going to assume you've got a strange door that like some kind of like metal compact airtight door that goes into a bathroom for some reason. Jesus, Xanth. I go to walk away from her mess when she grabs my wrist. No, don't go. Now stop being such a sorry excuse for a vampire. Why shouldn't I? I apologize for what I did at the cathedral. Apologize for everything else. I lost my temper when I shouldn't have. Yeah, okay, just stay. I give out a huff as I go and sit next to her. She gives me a quick smile before turning back to her frown. They weren't always like this. It's my fault they are. I had a girlfriend. My first one back in the 1600s. Ada. That was a good time to be alive. They've released The Beggar's Opera in that time. Just turned a century old, which is incredibly young looking back. But we met, had a duel, as you did back then. Then she introduced me to her friends, who were fellow vampires. The only other vampire I knew was my sister, and she was just a baby. We fell in love. She stops her story to caress the forming scabs on her arms. Yum, yum, yum. I really wanted that picture in my head. After I met her friends, she changed. She would ignore any protest, did anything she wanted to me. She wouldn't stop. Xanth, did she... She holds my hand, leading me down a hallway. She leads me to the room with a replica of Blackwood. She opens a drawer, getting out a replica of the sorority house from when she was cooking. Right. Oh, this is cute, Xanth. Is there going to be something happening in the sorority house I don't want to happen? I feel like something bad's coming. Thank you, I worked on it when you left that. Wait, so you had like you were in the bathroom flooding yourself. Then you just kind of like, oh yeah, now I'm going to show you this house I made. Cool. Went from like 0 to 100, and then you're going to go back to 0 in a minute. Okay. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have left you. That was wrong of me. Oh, was it? Was it really? Was that, was it wrong for her to, don't know why we're in the wrong. No, it's okay, I know what I did was wrong. Yeah, but you took my place, and when you need... No, you didn't! Not really, anyway. I mean, maybe the second time you did, but really, you were the one just like, just kill me, just traumatize yourself. Why not? Yeah, but you took my place, and when you needed comfort, I left. I'm sorry. She comes closer to me, moving the hair out of my eyes. It's okay, Jaylene. I understand. I bloody don't. She places the replica on the table, putting her arms around my waist. She starts kissing around my face while rubbing my back. I'm gonna get us out of here, Jaylene. Just you wait, okay? I'll make it up to you, I promise. Okay, you know what? I'm going to kind of end it there. Because that's just going to be a good point to see if she does make it up and how, like, this new playthrough of, the Xanth playthrough works out. I gotta admit, right, before this, the Xanth playthrough was my favourite because there was kind of like a nice romantic thing going on. There was the kind of thing where Xanth wanted to spend money on us because she was insecure. People were like, no, you don't need to do that. I love you for you. And she liked that. And when it came like Rose and stuff, okay, there was a bit of like torture and all that crap. But at the very least, it didn't like push boundaries. This playthrough pushes boundaries. I don't want to be with Xanth anymore. It's like... if you like flapjacks and you eat so many and then you're like sick for weeks, you don't want to eat flapjacks again because it just like reminds you of the horrible trauma you had being sick for weeks. That's how I feel with Xanth now. Something sweet has been turned against me and I really don't like it. I mean, I guess, again, this helps me like Blake now, or I think Jaylene deserves Blake more, but still, like... I loved this girl. She was my girl. I was going to make her my wallpaper. I didn't because I needed to revise Japanese, but it's just really sad, you know? And I did this on my own volition, and I got episode 100, and I guess it was cool that episode 100 could be a Xanth thing because, you know, I missed Xanth, but this just doesn't feel like the same Xanth. This feels like a broken Xanth, and I don't know, it feels wrong. But there are still more episodes. I don't know how many. I know, like, it feels like the Xanth bit is coming to an end soon, but then there might be other stuff as well. Like, we haven't done it with Lyle or Victoria, and Blake could have a new addition for all we know. So what's going to happen? Are we going to be able to see more girls, or is this the last story we're going to have? Well, we may be able to see that in the next episode. But yeah, if you want to play the game for yourself and you want to work through this, there will be a link to the game in the description down below. And without further ado, little bit screen chums when it's time. See ya!